I've been shot.
You've been shot? Where are you at, man?
I'm 8 months pregnant.
How'd this happen?
I was following my baby's daddy, Ray Caruso, the football player.
Where's he
He
at?
was in the car in front of me, and he slowed down, and somebody pulled up beside me and did this.
And then where'd he go?
He threw a laugh. I think he did it. I don't know what to think.
This is Love Hurts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future content. "24-year-old Cherika Adams was described by family and friends as beautiful, smart, and flawless. Always well-dressed, she was known to wear blazers and heels in high school versus sweats and hoodies. Cherika was very business-oriented and had dreams of becoming a music producer. In the summer of 1998, Cherika began dating Carolina Panthers wide receiver Ray Caruth. Caruth was the first-round draft pick in the 1997 NFL Draft. He signed a 4-year, $3.7 million deal that included $1.3 million in signing bonuses. Although Caruth was described as a ladies' man, he and Cherika hit it off instantly, and the two became inseparable. That is, until Cherika learned that she was pregnant with the couple's first child. News outlets report that Caruth was not happy about the pregnancy at all. He had concerns about the amount of child support he would have to pay per month and begged Cherika to get an abortion. I can't imagine why a man that just signed a $3.7 million deal with the NFL would be concerned about child support. But he most definitely was. Cherika refused to get an abortion. She wanted to keep her child. So Ray Caruth decided to take matters into his own hands. He hired a bouncer that worked at a local strip club, Van Brett Watkins, and paid him $6,000 to kill Cherika and his unborn child. On the night of November 15, 1999, Ray Caruth took Cherika to a 9:45 showing of the movie Bone Collector. After the movie, the couple headed to Ray's home, where, according to police, Ray made a phone call. The couple then left his home a little after midnight, with Caruth driving in his white Ford Expedition and Cherika following closely behind in her BMW. While she followed closely behind Caruth, another vehicle pulled up beside her and fired 4 shots into her vehicle. Luckily, Cherika was able to call 911 and notify them of her location.
What's wrong? Did you have an accident?
No, she's been shot, medic.
Okay.
Cherika clung to life as long as she could, but unfortunately on December 14th of 1999, she succumbed to her injuries. Doctors were able to save her son, although he was born 2 months premature. Ray Caruth was charged with conspiracy to commit murder and arrested on December 15th of 1999 after attempting to flee the state. On October 23rd of 2000, Ray Caruth's murder trial began. And when I tell you this was one of the most dramatic trials I've ever seen, this Van Watkins guy will make the hair on the back of your neck stand at attention. He threatened the defense. He threatened Ray Caruth. I think he may have even threatened the prosecutors during this trial.
And so you get this call, and you're petrified, and so you go over there because you're so petrified, but you don't bring the gun that you supposedly bought for purposes of this hit, right?
Exactly.
So you're sort of a hitman without a weapon. Is that what you are?
If that's what you want to say.
Well, that's what you were, according to you.
If that's what I could kill you with my hands. Okay.
Is that what you were?
I could kill you with my hands. I don't need a gun.
This is Mr. Watkins again, and
Okay, I didn't need a gun. Okay.
Well, heck, I mean, you show up, the hitman without the gun?
And he made sure I
and
could get
this
another
vicious,
one.
excuse me, sir, I'm still asking a question. And this vicious criminal who's never had as much as a parking ticket in his life.
That commits a murder on his first time out for crime, what was he going to escalate to?
Mr. Watkins,
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
be quiet just a minute. Let him finish the question. But again, Mr. Rudolph, I know it's cross-examination. But don't be argumentative.
And so did he say, well, you go on back and you go get that gun, because I don't need to be spending another $200 and having Mr. Kennedy running all around all night looking for a gun when...
I didn't need a gun. Okay, for me to kill somebody, I don't need a gun. Can't you look and see? I'm 286 pounds. Okay, I would rip you like a rag doll. Okay?
Is that what you're going to do to Sharika?
I could have, but I didn't. Okay, I could have killed her, the baby. Okay, that wasn't my thing.
Did you say to Detention Officer Griffin, 2 weeks after you caused that, I hope the bitch dies? Did you say that?
That's the bitch I was talking about.
Oh, I see.
Ray Carew.
Oh.
That's the bitch I was referring to, who got me into this.
Oh.
Okay? This is the bitch I was referring to.
Oh.
He didn't stand up. I stood up for mine. I said I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I did it because he made me do it. Okay? He made the other two also do it. Okay? That's your client, the bitch.
At the time that you made that statement, Cherika Adams was fighting for her life, right?
Did the captain tell you what happened that day?
My question is, Cherika Adams was fighting for her life, wasn't she?
She was. But this wasn't about Cherika Adams. It was about the person who got me involved in all this. For 6 months, the client did this. This wasn't a one-day affair. It was for 6 months. He dragged me into something that I didn't want to be involved with. Your client.
In the end, both Ray Caruth and Van Watkins are found guilty. Ray Caruth is sentenced to 24 years in prison, and Van Watkins is sentenced to 40 years in prison.
With regard to the charge of conspiracy to commit murder, a Class B2 felony, it is the judgment of the court that the defendant be imprisoned for a period of not less than 196 months to more than 245 months in the custody of the North Carolina Department of Correction. He is to be given credit on this sentence for all days spent in prejudgment confinement. Let the offenses of discharging a firearm into occupied property and using an instrument with the intent to destroy an unborn child be consolidated for the purposes of judgment. In that matter, it is the judgment of the court, again, finding that each aggravating circumstance outweighs all mitigating circumstances, and that he be sentenced in the aggravated range, that the defendant be imprisoned for a period of not less than 31 months or more than 47 months in the custody of the North Carolina Department of Correction. This sentence is to begin at the expiration of the 196 to 245 month sentence that the court just pronounced on the conspiracy to commit murder.
This case is so sad and absolutely unimaginable. 18 years was not enough time, in my opinion. The only good to come out of this is the fact that Cherika and Ray Caruth's son, Chancellor Lee Adams, did survive. He was born prematurely, and he did suffer severe brain damage from being without oxygen for 70 minutes. He lives with cerebral palsy and is being taken care of by his grandmother, Cherika's mother. After serving nearly 19 years in prison, Ray Caruth was released in October of 2018. He now lives a quiet life in Pennsylvania. He has been in contact with his son. He has sent money as support for his son, but the two have yet to see each other face to face. My heart truly goes out to Cherika Adams, Chancellor, and their family. This case should never have happened. If Ray Caruth did not want to have children, he should have took the proper precautions to make sure that he didn't have children. They did not deserve this. As always, loves, if you are experiencing domestic violence in your relationship, please get out. Use the quickest, safest way possible and do not turn back. Turning back can cost you your life. Stay safe, loves, and don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and hit that notification bell for future content.